Now, affordable housing is a really popular buzzword out there, and a lot of people look to the government to create affordable housing. But the reality is this: it costs money to build a house. You've got labor, you've got materials. And if without those two things, you can't build a house, and you can't get labor and materials. You can only get those so cheap. You have to pay your employees. You have to buy the product. And you can buy cheaper products, but you can only buy it so cheap before the house literally just blows over in the wind. And so how are you going to get affordable housing? Now, I've talked to government officials, and some government officials have talked about lowering the permitting process and the permitting fees. You know, great. That's going to help, but it's not going to be 100,000. We're talking like that could save the builder 10, maybe 15, 20,000 at most. And so it's still not going to provide the kind of affordable housing that most people want. I caution people because when governments talk about affordable housing, they're usually pushing an agenda. Usually governments cannot create affordable housing. And if they can't create affordable housing, then why are they talking about it? Well, they're talking about it because they want to earn votes. Affordable housing, the only time that ever works is when the governments subsidize building, but that subsidy has to come from something. Well, where does it come from? Well, it comes from our pocketbook, right? So they take money out of our pocket and then they subsidize a builder and then it lowers the cost. So the reality is it actually doesn't still become cheaper. It just costs us more in different ways.